Hey there, welcome to the Not Just Mama podcast, the show where we talk about building businesses, chasing dreams, raising little yous, and keeping it real through all the chaos. We're diving into mindset, motivation, and all things mompreneur life, all while microwaving our coffee for the 20 millionth time. I'm your host, Heather Madsen, a dream-chasing mompreneur who knows exactly what it's like to juggle big ambitions with a million daily tasks. Because let's be honest, we're not just moms. We're wives, we're partners, we're daughters, friends, creators, dreamers, and so much more. And just because we're raising little tiny humans doesn't mean we have to put our dreams on the back burner. We deserve to chase them, build something incredible, and make a difference, all while being amazing moms. So go ahead and nuke that coffee once again and get comfy, because we're diving in. Hey, so I want to start today by asking you a simple but honest question, okay? Do you ever feel like you are constantly working on your business, but nothing is actually moving you forward? You might be busy in your business all the time, like posting stuff on your social media platforms or tweaking things inside your business, brainstorming, running around like a crazy chicken with its head cut off. And yet you're not seeing the results you hope for. It really gets that way for me sometimes too. And I've been there more times than I can count. And as moms, we already have a million things pulling our attention between the kids and our daily responsibilities or whatever your season looks like right now. It's like there's always something that needs us, right? And then we add business tasks on top of it all, and suddenly life feels overwhelming. So here's the thing. In the online business world, there's just pressure to do everything, right? So like post on your Instagram daily and I guess post on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I'm glad I don't. But anyways, build perfect website, right? Or batch content every Sunday or once a month or whatever it is that you are doing. Maybe you're creating 5 freebies and you redesign your branding every few months, okay? And while some of those things are super nice, I want to be honest and say that busyness does not equal productivity, okay? And just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean that you are moving forward in your business. In fact, what usually happens is burnout, right? And like I said, when you mix in the motherhood with the daily tasks and then you try to add business into it, the burnout can happen super quick and a lot faster than you want it to. We spin our wheels and then we stay stuck. And at the end of the week, we're wondering what we even accomplished, right? So here's the shift that I want you to grab a hold of today, okay? So number 1, you don't have to do everything, okay? Number 2, you don't have to be everywhere all at once. And number 3, you don't have to check every single task off on your giant to-do list, okay? Really, the only things that you need to be focused on are the things that actually move your business forward. And in simple terms, those are the tasks that bring in maybe leads or sales or just relationships in general with your ideal customer, okay? And if a task doesn't support one of those 3 things, it might be time to let it go. Doing things that don't serve your business and don't move your business in the direction that you want it to go, I mean, you have to think about it. Is it worth it anymore? Is it okay to drop that? And will you see a difference in anything? Not everything is needed in a business. And actually simplifying things is going to make your life so much easier and you will create less burnout. I mean, seriously, think about it. Like, we think we need to do all these little things, and really we just need to sit down and ask ourselves, am I really doing much? I'm doing all these things, but am I doing much for my business? Is it actually helping me grow? So let me give you some practical examples of things that don't move the needle in your business, okay? Number 1, constantly redesigning your graphics on your website. Honestly, it's great to have all the appealing and attractive things on your website, but tweaking it all the time, honestly, I don't think people are going to notice. I mean, they're going to skim through and think that it's awesome, but in reality, they're looking at what you have to offer. So redesigning everything all the time is not really worth your time, okay? Number 2, spending hours creating the perfect Instagram reel, okay? let me say this. Your posts don't last very long. I mean, the longest it gets seen is probably 24 to 48 hours, to be honest. And then people don't see it anymore. People move on. Okay, so like when you post a new reel, it's pretty cool at first, and then all of a sudden you'll see crickets. I've been there, but it just doesn't seem to move the needle. I mean, you'd really have to have something that went viral for it to make a difference, honestly. And number three, tweaking your logo for the 100th time. Really, you got to stick with something that people will recognize as you. And that's the most important. If you keep changing it, it's not going to be recognizable to people. And when they keep seeing a new logo, they're not going to know it's you. Stick to something attractive, make it pop once, and make it memorable. Okay. Number four, consuming content instead of creating it. I am very guilty of this. Sometimes I like listen to stuff and I'm in this learning mode all the time, or I'm looking at other people's content and what they have to offer. And I'm not actually creating it myself to move myself forward. So that's a big thing. And then let me give you some examples of things that do move the needle for you. Number one, creating consistent long form content. Okay. And examples of these are podcast episodes, blog posts, Pinterest pins, even, and YouTube videos if you have a YouTube channel. Okay. Even those short episodes or videos are going to make a really big difference. And guess what? It'll be seen for years to come. So when I say consistent, I don't mean every single day like you would have to do with Instagram. You can do once a week or twice a week, and it can really make a big impact because people are searching for what you have to offer. So you can minimize your time by just doing a weekly podcast or a blog post. Number two, growing your email list and nurturing your subscribers. Okay. And that can come in the form of some sort of freebie or offering people to subscribe to your email list. And then as you email them, they are building a relationship with you and they are really getting to know you. And that's where you will make a big impact, not posting every day on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is you have. All right. Number three, making offers and talking about them regularly. Okay. And this is something I am guilty of not doing enough either. But to make money, you have to make your offer. Okay. If you don't make an offer, no one will buy. So instead of spending 4 hours posting a reel, you could be making an offer once a week and talking about your product or whatever it is you're selling regularly. And number four is to repurpose content so that you can show up consistently without burning out. It is okay to use old stuff over again and reword it. Like, for example, in a podcast episode or a blog post, if something really hit home for people, you can use that and recreate it. And I guarantee you, people will be very in tune with what you have to say because they are still interested in it. Okay. So, do you notice the difference between things that do move the needle and things that don't? One list just looks like busy work, and the other list builds growth. Okay. And when you focus on the tasks that grow your business, you'll actually start to see results. So, I mean, it is okay to do all that busy work if you really want to and you enjoy it. But if you are feeling overwhelmed and burnt out and the pile is getting bigger for you of all the tasks you need to accomplish, go through all of your tasks and pinpoint which ones can you let go of and which ones can you focus on so that you can grow your business with ease and confidence without burning out. I want you to hear this loud and clear. You do not have to do it all to be successful. You don't have to post on 5 different platforms. You don't have to work 40 hours a week, and you don't have to chase every single new trend that's going on. What you do need is clarity and focus on what you specifically need to get done in your business that doesn't burn you out, that is short, sweet, and simple, and to the point to where it does the work for you. Just ask yourself, does this move me closer to my goal for my business? And if the answer is no, let it go. And here's the beautiful thing about all that is that when you start focusing on what really matters to you and your business, you'll feel less burned out and more rewarded because you'll actually see the fruit of your work, and all that busy work you were doing before, you'll finally see that there is actually no need for it. You'll be like, oh, why did I do that in the first place? You'll start to notice the results, okay? And that is so much more motivating than spinning your wheels constantly on things that just don't matter. So here is your challenge for this next week, okay? Pick one main focus for your business, okay? Just one. Maybe it's recording your next podcast episode, or maybe it's finally finishing that freebie and getting it out there, or maybe it's just sending an email to your list. All the things that we don't normally focus on, right? But whatever you choose, let that be your focus and give yourself permission to drop the rest, at least for now. Because success is not about doing more or burning out or just being overwhelmed by everything you have to do in your business and in motherhood and in daily life, really. It's about doing the things consistently that get you there and less of the things that just crowd your space, okay? You really don't have to do it all. And in fact, the less you try to juggle, the more freedom you'll feel in both motherhood and business. So give yourself that permission slip today. Simplify your process, focus on that, and let go of the rest. If this episode encouraged you, please share it with another mom or entrepreneur who might be feeling overwhelmed too and might need this message. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my email list so that you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes. All right, you've got this. And remember, consistency comes from small, very intentional steps, not from doing everything all at once. Remember, that's just busy work. And if all else fails, just survive till bedtime. See you next week.